coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Dragons of St. Louis taking on the Detroit Lions. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 13. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Still going. Hunter Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
17.
Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Goff going to shift him around. Go. Super.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Goff sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the 50, it's Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And here comes Abdullah on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
DC.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And now they'll audible to something else.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 11. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Four down. We go. 76. 70.
Play action. It's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hold on. Check. Value 3. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Value 1. Shell.
Throwing again is Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Shell.
Now Goff. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and 8.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Maverick. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Ric Flair.
Gone. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
11.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
12, fellas. Here we go. 21.
Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
11.
Garoppolo again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
White.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Now Goff looking to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2, 5.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go. 13. 2. 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dragons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlets.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Value three.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Goff going to shift them around. And now they'll shift things around.
Tiger.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
21.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That's caught left side. Myers with it. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's gone. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A big play needed, no doubt.
We're good.
3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 74 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. 21.
To throw is Garoppolo.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
11.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second and a yard.
21. Hey, alert!
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Hey, gun.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, it took us...